Hey, I'm Mac. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I have an announcement. I have gone ahead and started a Patreon. Right now, it is just purely for if you want to help support me in my platform. I don't have any benefits set out that I am offering yet because I want one thing to always be very clear and transparent about me when it comes to anything involving financial support, and that is I never want to promise you something and then fail to deliver on that. I would so much rather deliver unexpected surprises than break a promise or disappoint someone who trusted me enough to contribute financially to my platform. So if you would like to support my creating, thank you. If not, thank you for watching anyway. I love you guys, and I just appreciate you all so much for watching my videos and being awesome. Okay, so today I have a reaction for you from someone I have previously reacted to. She is in Monat. Last time she was on my channel, we learned that God is a really huge fan of Monat to the point that he frequently gives the Monat opportunity as a gift. I still have not received any clarification on whether we would be provided with a gift receipt, but I am still hopeful. So I think we ought to fire up the old thoughts and prayers machine, put our hands together so that Jesus doesn't think we're asking ourselves for stuff, and let's go! This is a Q&A. I think it was done through her Instagram stories, and then she posted the whole thing. She posted this to her IGTV. She asked a question and people answered the question, and now she's going to comment on their answers. The prompt was, why haven't you jumped into the biz? And I will read the answers that people gave before she starts her comment, and then she'll deliver the comment, and then I'll comment on her comment because I guess, let's be meta about this right now. Okay, so, let's begin. Okay, so the question again was, why haven't you jumped into the biz? And this person answered 92% of Monat sellers make an average of $161 ... annually. So I already like this person. So let's see what she has to say.
Because 92% of them are not working. We have no monthly minimum or quota. So anyone could sign up as a market partner for a bigger discount, and they're not required to do anything.
Let me get this straight. It is your claim that 92% of market partners are actually just there for the discount. Really? So they spend $200, which is the amount of PV that you have to spend to remain active in Monat, $200 on shampoo every month to save money. Because we're talking about 92% of people who made anything, right? So they must be active market partners, meaning they have to hit 200 PV every single month. But they're not working and not trying to sell. So they must be buying the 200 PV every month for sure. So it's your claim, just to make sure I have this right, that 92% of those people are spending $200 a month on shampoo are doing that to save money. They're spending $2,400 a year on shampoo for a discount. So these people, if they're in a median household in the US, are spending 2 to 7% of their household income on shampoo because they get a discount. Yeah. You know what? Actually, yeah, they do always say your budget, in a typical home should be, 40% rent and mortgage, 10% food, 20% transportation, 5% utilities, 10% savings, 10% discretionary, and 5% shampoo. Admit that Well, that makes a lot of sense to me. That sounds right to me. It's such bullshit, okay? Nobody is joining just for the discount, and if they are, it is a very tiny fraction, okay? Because number one, the discount is not good because the products are so overpriced, and number two, the products are not good. They're shitty. So you're gonna have to do better than that. You're gonna have to do better than that with these comments, okay? All right, do you promise? All right, well, it's not, you're not doing well so far. Okay, so the answer that the person put is, "'Cause not sure who would buy from me since everyone I know sells Monat." I mean, they're spitting straight truth here.
Did you know that we only have 2 million customers? And there are 382 million people just in the United States alone. We're also in 5 other countries. So there are plenty of people.
Okay. Well, actually, the US population is 328 million, not 382 million. I mean, is that nitpicky? I don't know. I'm just saying because it doesn't seem like she's actually run the numbers, okay? But I have. In a previous video, I'll put a card up and I'll summarize. If every single person in the United States switched to the Monat shampoo and washed their hair every day with Monat, so you got 328 million people washing hair once a day, 365 days a year. One bottle is 95 washes according to them at $40 a bottle. That is $50.4 billion in revenue. Payroll is usually about, like, maximum is going to be 25% of the revenue of a company. So 50.4 billion times 25% is 12.6 billion, right? They have about 300,000 market partners last I heard. I don't know where she's getting this 2 million thing, but that's not what I've ever heard. I heard 300,000. So 12.6 billion in payroll. Over 300,000 is $42,000 a year. So what does that mean? With the current approximately 300,000 market partners, there would be, as an absolute maximum, 42,000 at the absolute best case scenario to go around per market partner in pay if everybody in the business split it equally. The most everybody could possibly take home would be $42,000, and that is if every single person in the United States switched to Monat and washed their hair with Monat every day. You do not make enough sales for this amount of employees the company has. Employees, quote unquote, as in market partners. And it is impossible for you to make enough sales for the amount of employees you have. You have too many employees. Do you know how many employees normal companies have? Okay, Unilever has 155,000 employees. They have a revenue of $58 billion. Okay, Apple has 147,000 employees, and that includes all of their retail staff. Apple has a revenue of $274 billion. Best Buy has 105,000 employees and a revenue of $42 billion. Ulta Beauty, 37,000 employees and a revenue of $7 billion. Okay, do you see how those ratios are all somewhat similar? Each company has about 200 to 400,000 dollars in revenue per employee that they have. Apple's ratio is a lot higher, but that's because Apple's cost of goods sold is a lot higher, which pushes revenue up higher. Like, their profit's not as high. And there's a reason for that. If you're going to be paying an employee a full-time wage, they need to be contributing more than that salary in the company's revenue by at least 2 to 4 times that, because half of the revenue is going to be going to expenses and cost of goods sold. Money doesn't come out of nowhere. You cannot have salaries coming out of the company, coming from revenue that isn't being brought in. None of you are making even close to enough sales for more than a small fraction of people to earn any money. It is not possible. God. So the answer on this next one she's commenting on is, I tried in the past and I sucked.
Why you sucked is because you quit. So.
All I have to say is, what a dumb thing to say. Sometimes, okay, you have to realize when something is just not for you and it's never going to go well. Do you really want to work with somebody who says things like, you sucked because you quit? That sounds like a horrible person to work with, okay? There is a reason that managers like me do not hire people like her. So why would anyone want to join a pyramid scheme with her? Because it sounds to me like she is very empathetic and understanding. Is that why? Okay. Because it sounds like she won't, if there's a problem, just explain that things aren't going well because you're doing it wrong, and that's why you suck. No, that's exactly what she's going to do. She's totally toxic. This is not the attitude of someone that you want as someone who's supposed to help you succeed in a new opportunity. This ain't it right here. Never. Not in a million years. God. That's so rude.
I would say go for it again and don't stop.
I'm all set. Also, the question has changed, but it's basically the same question. It's reasons why you haven't joined me. Don't be scared. Why would anyone be scared of you? You're such a loser. Anyway, the answer this person gave is, I don't have a lot of friends. And let's see what she has to say.
A lot of friends to be successful, because when you look around you, no matter where you're at, almost every single person already washes their hair. It's just a matter of you introducing them to a better product for their hair or skin.
Well, I guess that was a good comeback, but my comeback would have been, well, that's good because you won't have any friends after Monat is done with you either. I don't understand how she makes the leap from everybody already washes their hair, therefore that means everybody is totally gonna want to try and then want to buy and then want to sell Monat. Listen, a $35 shampoo that would be worth it to me does not exist. It is not possible for a shampoo that costs $35 to be worth it to me. In order for it to be worth it to me, I would need to get $30 of benefit out of the Monat that I don't get from my $5 Costco shampoo. And I simply do not have $30 of hair benefits I'm looking for. My shampoo cleans my hair and I like the way my hair looks, and it does everything that I want it to do. You could prove that Monat was factually and objectively the greatest shampoo in the history of shampoo, undisputed, no contest, and guess what? I'm still not going to buy it for $35 because it is not possible for a $35 shampoo to be worth it to me. And I am damn sure that I am not alone in that sentiment. I don't know what the hell that answer had to do with the person's with what the person said about not having friends, but because they were like, I don't have any friends, and she's like, well, everyone washes their hair, but I guess I just I had to go with answering her comment, and that's what we had. So the next answer is, I can't be a leader. Let's hear what she has to say.
9.9% of people don't have experience in leadership and do not think that they would be a good leader coming into this business. And that is our job to teach you how to lead by showing you and leading with you.
So, well, my first comment, and maybe my only comment on that, would be, you think that 99.9% of people don't have leadership experience? Are you kidding me? So you think that only 1 in 1,000 people have leadership experience? Are you serious? I mean, that's just such an obviously not even close to correct statement to say that only 1 in 1,000 people have leadership experience. No, more people have leadership experience. They just don't have experience with being brainwashy and culty like Monat, okay? Also, you guys are terrible leaders. You're absolutely dreadful. Would never want to work with you in a million years. So the next answer is, I don't have a large following and I don't want to annoy my friends. That's a good reason to not join Monat, because you will. Let's see what she has to say.
Who are at the top of the compensation plan or in the $1 Million Club do not have a social media following. However, you are going to annoy people, but trust me, they will join you or they will try the product sooner or later.
Oh, well, okay. I see. You guys, it is definitely not a cult. All she said was to prioritize Monat over annoying all your friends and loved ones until they join you or fucking try your product. Would a cult tell you to prioritize the group over all your friends and family? A cult would never do that, you guys. Okay? Monat is a completely normal job and a totally normal opportunity. And just like other normal jobs and normal opportunities, it requires you to annoy your loved ones about it. I mean, I have never had a job that didn't require me to constantly pressure my friends and family until they would please, for the love of God, try my product. Please try it. That's a normal work experience. Everybody has that. Okay, it's totally normal. See, you will annoy them, but you are just, you're just really into this shampoo. I guess you must really love the product. You love the product more than your friends and family. Yikes. All right, next one. The person answered, I don't look like an influencer. And she said,
not for influencers, it's for anyone and everyone who's willing to open their mouth and share about a really amazing product the same way they would share about their favorite movie or their favorite restaurant or their favorite coffee or their favorite anything.
No, it's not. Do you post more than once about your favorite coffee? Do you post multiple times every day about your favorite coffee or favorite movie on an ongoing basis? No, you don't. And if you did, I would find that just as annoying as Monat. Okay? You don't, because it's not the same. It is not possible to treat something exactly the same when you stand to profit from it. Because if you stand to make money from it, that's a big motivator that wouldn't have been there, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're corrupted or that whatever you're doing is bad, but what is wrong is claiming you're just sharing the same way you would for anything else, because now, okay, when you do that, you're a liar. That's dishonest and deceptive. It is a lack of integrity. It is very naive to think that money can exist in a situation without influencing that situation. It always influences the situation. Okay, if I weren't profiting from making videos, would I still make videos? Yes, I would. But would I make as many? Would I work as hard on them? Probably not. I probably would not make as many. Being able to make some income from them makes me more motivated to put in more work and makes me feel more justified in spending a lot of time making videos. And there's nothing wrong with that. It would be utter bullshit to say that the amount of content that I create and the amount of time I spend on making it quality is totally unaffected by money. It is a lot of time to spend on something, and it's a lot of work, and money helps me feel more motivated to do it. I cannot stand when people will just straight up lie about situations similar to this and claim that they share Monat the same way one might share their favorite movie or favorite coffee. No, you don't. That's not how you share something that you don't stand to profit from. You would not be sharing Monat if you didn't make money from it. Okay, you wouldn't. You categorically would not. Why haven't I ever seen an ex-market partner still sharing Monat if it's so incredible and that's the only reason you're sharing it, okay? Why have I never seen a person who is not a market partner share Monat? Yeah, I haven't seen it because you're a liar. Ridiculous. Okay, so the next person answered, not good at sales. And let's see what she has to say.
This gig doesn't require you creating sales. It requires you to share, 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 share. Share the opportunity, share the product. Open your mouth. Open mouth equals open business. Actually,
okay, the process that you're referring to when you say share the opportunity, share the products is sales. You're just choosing to replace the word sell with the word share so that you can dishonestly make it sound like there's less pressure involved than there actually is. The reason that we use the word sell instead of just saying share is because someone who is trying to sell you something is more financially motivated because they stand to personally profit from persuading you. You can say you're just sharing, but you know perfectly well that you do not share anything else in the way that you share money. You do not. All right, so the next answer is I'm a huge introvert. Oh boy.
surprisingly, so am I. But I also know that nothing changes if nothing changes. So you either stay in the position you're in right now for the rest of your life, or you get out of your comfort zone and get out of your own way and make a change.
I highly doubt she could be that introverted. It's not really possible to be happy, introverted, and at the top of an MLM. She's the number 6 earner at Monat. You cannot be all three of those at the same time. She's likely just doing that sales thing where they say, oh, I do too, as a shortcut to build rapport, even if they don't actually do or feel or believe whatever they're agreeing with you about, but they're just doing an impression of a mirror. I am so tired of introverted and socially anxious people like me getting fed this bullshit about changing. Yeah, you can change your choices, and yeah, you can get better at various scenarios, and you can get better, you can get more comfortable at some situations or with some people. But I'm sorry, in my experience, at least, and I think in many other people's, it is a simple fact that some people are exhausted by and never fully comfortable or at ease in social situations. In sales is probably one of the most uncomfortable social situations that exist. You're talking to a stranger, so you have no prior information or knowledge or rapport that you can reference or utilize to help the conversation along. And worse, the conversation has a goal of persuading them of something. There are varying degrees of improvement that can be made with experience and training and practice, but it's not going to change who you are. People are different and you have differing comfort levels. Chelsea, for example, she's very good at sales and very comfortable with it. She's mentioned that. There's no way I could ever be like Chelsea at sales. No matter how much training and practice you gave me, I am always going to be so uncomfortable and miserable and anxious in the situation of trying to make a sale. And it's going to make me absolutely miserable all day, every day. And the results are going to be shitty because of that fact. Because people are different. So just don't let someone convince you that you should do something that you know you will absolutely hate and be horrid at just because they think you can or because they stand to benefit from you doing it. They're not in your head. It is a good idea to make an effort to do something that you will not spend every second of every day dreading. All right, so the next one is, I am shy to show up on social media.
Stop caring about what people think about you. And if you let this lead your life, you will never, ever, ever reach the true happiness that you deserve.
Yeah, in my experience, being on social media definitely makes you very happy. That's the best way to get happy. When someone's feeling sad, I'm like, you should get on social media more. You'll feel better right away. So the next one person says, can't afford it. Let's see what she has to say.
Afford it, you need it more than anyone. So go figure it out. The number one income earner and $10 million club member started with 2 negative bank accounts and a payday advance. So go sell something, put it on a credit card, borrow the money. I don't care.
That is always terrible advice. Please don't ever get a payday advance. Please exhaust all your options before that because you're basically signing yourself up to be in a cycle forever. I don't know, like donate plasma or something. Okay. But so she's saying to figure it out. So basically put it on a credit card, put yourself into debt, basically sell off stuff or whatever, all the things that you can desperately do to get some quick cash. So that you can do Monat because you need it. But here's the thing. What if I said this? If you can't afford to play roulette, then you need roulette in your life more than anybody. So figure it out and play whatever money you can pressure your family into giving you and, and money you can obtain by pawning your shit because you need to play roulette because you can't afford it. Does that sound like absolutely terrible, life-ruining advice? Well, statistically, you have a better chance of making money playing roulette than you do in Monat. You have a 47% chance of leaving a roulette table with more money than you started with. You have a less than 1% chance of that happening at Monat. The other issue at play here is survivorship bias. Survivorship bias occurs when there is a selection process and those who successfully make it past some selection process have a very high visibility, whereas those who do not make it through have very low visibility or no visibility at all. That makes it seem like the chances of getting through are far higher than they actually are. It would be like if we were trying to decide if it's dangerous to jump off a bridge and we decided it must not be dangerous because everybody we talked to who did it said it wasn't, when really the reason that everyone we talked to survived is because the people who died after jumping off the bridge are not available to answer our survey due to being dead. Another example would be the chances of becoming a famous movie star might seem like they are higher than they actually are because we only see the people who successfully become movie stars everywhere. Okay, we don't know who the people who failed are. We don't know who all these people who tried to become a movie star. We don't know how many there are. We don't know who they are. We've never heard of them because they didn't become a movie star. So it's not really a matter of yeah, there are examples of success, but you're not being made aware of all of the failures. So it makes it seem more likely than it is. Just like, sure, this example of this person who was in crazy debt got lucky and, became successful in Monat. But how many people had a payday advance and maxed out credit cards and they still lost money? How many people were in that exact same situation and they lost even more money? They lost all of that in Monat. I'm going to guess probably a lot more people that happens to. But the way that she told that story doesn't really bring that to the fore. People who try Monat and don't make any money are a lot less likely to be posting an IGTV than someone who is doing really well at it. So the next person says, don't have time. Have my hands full with business and kids.
It fits in the nooks and crannies of your life right now. I started my business with a full-time job and kids, and now, less than 4 years later, have gained all the time in the world for the time that I put in the beginning. Same money.
Operations in the hands of someone who doesn't want it or who doesn't take it seriously. I promise you guys, if this was your only job and you had no other income and you had no help, and this depended on if you were feeding your children today or if you were feeding your family today, you guys wouldn't be as lenient as you are. You guys wouldn't be as hesitant. You would do it scared. Like, you need to get food on the table. And that's how I treat this business. And that's how Veronica and Bianca treat this business. And yeah, we're not struggling to get food on the table, but we know that just how we got up here, if we don't continue working, we can get down here. And we know that if we don't continue recruiting and we're complacent with the 3 girls or the 5 girls we got last month, our business is going to be stagnant in the next 3 or 6 months, because not everyone we recruit is going to run with us the way some of us are willing to run.
Really? I think we've disproven this one on my channel multiple times over. Okay. You're not doing the work. You're not doing the personal development. Blah, 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 blah. Please. So this one is, to be honest, my area is oversaturated right now. Lots of people jumping ship. IDKY. You answered your own question, but okay. Let's see what she has to say.
Is saturated is just a mindset thing, and you need to get out of your comfort zone and talk to new people, build new relationships. They don't call it network marketing for no reason. So put yourself out there, and like I said, open your mouth about this.
Saturation is not a mindset thing. It's a numbers thing, and I went over this at the beginning. Okay. Who do you think is in this area that the market partners who are already there haven't talked to? Like, I don't know how many degrees of separation you think you need, but it seems like it's a lot fewer, okay? You only need to go like 13 levels and you've covered the whole population of the Earth. Because, a power function grows a lot faster than the population grows. So, yeah, ridiculous. But saturation is a mindset thing, please. So the next one is, I did join, but I didn't love the product. Can't sell what I don't love.
You didn't love the product, you didn't use the right thing for your hair type or for your skin. Because I promise you, we have something for everyone.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I thought that the entire supposed selling point of the wildly oversized number of consultants was that you allegedly have people who can use their so-called expertise to recommend you products. So how the fuck did your 300,000 employees, pseudo-employees, consultants, whatever, give this person the wrong shampoo? I thought you guys were supposed to be so fucking knowledgeable and here to help people get the right product, unlike those other brands that can't give you a personalized whatever the fuck. Yet this person was a market partner and according to you, was not even able to choose a single appropriate product for herself. Why is that? Is this common? How is it that this doesn't seem to happen with shampoos on store shelves and only with Monat? So I just thought that was a great little greatest hits of all the bullshit that Monat market partners spew, okay? I still can't get over the saturation is a mindset thing. Saturation is a mindset thing. Why don't you how about you go out there and try securing a franchise for like a McDonald's or a Starbucks or whatever? And if they tell you that the area you want is not viable because it's saturated, just tell them, be like, saturation is a mindset thing. So like you just need to put yourself out there. And I don't know why she kept saying open your mouth, but I'm sorry, I didn't think this was that kind of job. And that's where we're gonna leave it for today. So remember, Monat is a gift from God. I've been Mack. Peace out. Bye!